it's me again, Mon, and welcome to episode 19 of F4F News brought to you by First 4 Figures, where we do weekly updates so you know what is up. Let's begin the episode with launch updates. This week, the pre-orders for our Mega Man X statue has opened, so fans can now snag this hero with the exclusive early bird offer on our site. Besides Mega Man X, Aki, human form, and All Might Symbol of Peace statues are also available for pre-order with the exclusive discount. The early bird offer is ending next week for All Might, so My Hero Academia fans, you better go get him if you haven't. Yes, this is such an iconic pose, you guys need to have it in your collection. And you can also check out our giveaway page for a chance to win one of our recently released statues. Now the contests all run for an entire year, so you have time. Time is what you have.
It's not funny!
Now let's move on to production updates. For this week's
production updates,
let's start with a small update for our favorite villain. Yes, you've guessed it, it's Femto. Here's a clip of our team testing the LED functions in the base. This was my favorite feature and the reason why I urge fans to purchase the exclusive edition, because the animated mode really makes the base look as if the faces are writhing and moving. I also love how you can see the silhouette of the weapons and armor of the fallen band of the Falcon, which really brings you back to that horrific episode. I was about to say horrific night. It was a horrific night. Next up, we have updates for our vampire hunter Richter Belmont. Here is a clip of our team sticking the cuff into the forearm. And over here is a clip of our team creating the shape for Richter's whip, Vampire Killer. Seeing our team hand twist the whip so perfectly leaves a lot of questions in my head. For example, how, what, when, and why? Next up, we have updates for Gruntilda. Here is a clip of our team sticking the eyeballs onto Broomstick's eye socket. Now the position is key as we don't want glue seeping out from the seams. And over here are two photos of the various parts of the statue laid out so our team can assess each individual piece and then build it to see if everything fits together. Once it is all built, it looks like this. Though I suspect the electrical component is the last part as the torches haven't been attached. Now I can't wait to see more updates for our Wicked Witch, Gruntilda. Here is a photo that shows the drying process for the flame detail in the statue, and over here is a photo of chickens. I mean, they're not chickens, but can you guess which part these are? It took me a while, honestly. And no worries if you don't, because let's reveal the answer now. These are Crash's head lined up, waiting for their base color to dry. And as you can see, his tongue and eyes are still missing here. However, from these two next photos, we see mostly assembled Crash and Cart statues. This is the part where our team will put the cart together with Crash as well as place the electrical components needed for the LED functions. And finally, we have updates for our Izuku Midoriya resin statue. Here is a photo that shows both versions of Deku's mouth lined up to dry before attaching to the head. Now, if it wasn't for the closed mouth sculpts, I would not know these were mouths. It's so funny how the parts don't look like what they are supposed to be when they're all separated like this. And over here is a photo that shows our team sticking the effects onto the base. Now, once that is done, they are then placed on the side so they can dry just like in this photo. We have had quite a few updates this week, and we got to see some cool behind the scenes with our team in action. Can't wait to see what's coming up next week. That is all for today's production update. So let's now move on to What's Up in the Club. Welcome to this week's What's Up in the Club. You guys know the drill. Let's get started with Luigis Picks. First up, congratulations to Patrick Pervenis, I hope I pronounced it correctly, for getting Luigi and Polterpup. Luigi says, "It's a me!" And I say the statue looks so cute and your cat seems to think so too, so thanks for sharing. Next, thanks to Joshua Rehak for sharing this picture of his cat gnawing at Warp Star Kirby. Now, these statues are not meant for kids, so you keep your Kirby safe from your cat and your cat safe from Kirby. Luigi said, "I just love cats," and yeah, bro, me too, me too. Congratulations, and thank you to Francie Moyano for sharing a pic of his Link on horseback and Mario Kart Mario statue. Luigi said, great simple showcase, no frills. The statues speak for themselves. And I gotta say, the simple backdrop really serves as an empty canvas for the statues. Now, will you be filling up those gaps though? Let us know in the comments. Thanks to Mitchell Han for sharing this picture of your Spyro PVCs and for sharing what Luigi calls F4F hacks. The skylight Loki makes your Spyros look like they've been touched by an angel, which is divine, if I say so myself. I love this hack, and honestly, it's a win-win because you also get that cool backdrop in the inside of the box. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, our design team has created pretty backdrops within the box so you could recycle them. Thanks again for the support and for sharing this F4F hack. Thank you to Kyle Moan for sharing his amazing collection. Glad to see F4F blends into your setup nicely. And I think my favorite is this picture because even Luigi was like blast from the blockbuster pass. And I know I don't look it, but I do used to visit those in Australia back when they existed. So this was a cool nostalgic moment for me as well. Thank you so much for sharing. That is all for Luigi's Picks. Let's now see who got on Mystery Man's list this week. Thanks to Nick Chakuti, I hope I pronounced it correctly, for sharing his Conquer collection. I love how you've set the statues up. Mystery Man says that looks nice, and yes it does. I love seeing Soldier Conquer, especially on our feed, so thank you so much for sharing. We haven't seen him in a while, I think. And Ainsley Girl, Mystery Man says, awesome find, and I totally agree. It is both an amazing and devastating feeling to find a rare F4F statue in the wild that you can't buy just yet. But fret not, our community's always been lucky in finding gems, so I wish you good luck in the future, and I hope you do get him soon in your collection eventually. Congratulations, Dan! Glad to hear the Urbosa is now ready and looking good in your collection. Mystery Man says, what an amazing Zelda collection! It is always fun to see you guys get closer and closer to completing your entire collections. The LED function in the base as well as the design really tie them in nicely. Pat on the back, pat on the back. Mystery Man says, great choice to Jose Madrigal, who received his first F4F statue, our Faye Valentine from our Cowboy Bebop lineup. I'm glad to hear that you love her as much as we do. She is beautiful. And I gotta ask though, will you be looking into completing the collection? And finally, Josh Coleman, Mystery Man says, small but awesome collection. And you do have an awesome collection. Your collection will be swooned after by a lot of our members. You've got our iconic statues with their own little spotlight and display. And honestly, sometimes it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. That is all for today's What's Up in the Club. And with that, we have also come to the end of today's episode. I am Mon Mon, and don't forget to follow us on our socials at First4Figures so you don't miss out on the next episode. F4F is love, F4F is life. Until next time, I will see you next time. Bye!